Hello everybody, it's Zack Rhodes for another weekly update. If you're watching this before like 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, it's still Pants on Head Week. If you haven't sent something in, now's the time. There's info on previous video on my channel for the promotional video, which will be in the description. But yeah, if you have joined Pants on Head Week this year, I very much appreciate you. It was a slower year than the previous bunch of years, but we got a lot of solid stuff, and I really do appreciate every single person who joins in with us each year. It means a lot to me. It means a lot, I know, to the memory of Michael, and it's just a fun time. It's great to see everyone coming together and doing stuff, but we'll talk about that more in the actual results video. So aside from that, it's November 1st. The year is 5/6 over, which is crazy. Tuesday is election day in America here, which is crazy. If you haven't for some reason voted, please, if you're eligible to vote, you probably should have done it already. I'm just hoping. I dropped off my New Jersey is mail-in ballots only, but we decided not to mail it in. We dropped them off at a ballot box because we don't trust the mail right now to get it there in time and all that. So we got our ballots in a few weeks ago, and here's hoping for good times there. We're not going to talk about politics too much here, and I usually don't discuss my political opinions or whom I vote for, but I do still hope that better times are going to come upon us because of this election. It might be a vain hope, but it's always good to vote for positive change. And I'll leave it at that, and leave it up to people to use their brains and their eyes and the internet to decide for themselves who the best candidate for themselves is. So this week we got the Pants on Head Week. I did the promotional video. I dressed up in my Nagito cosplay, which I haven't really used since MagFest, and I'm not going to be using this year because there will be no MagFest. So I wanted to at least get something done with it. So that was fun. Got people, joining in, and just do the usual Twitter scroll, and half of my Twitter feed is going to be Pants on Head Week. Got a lot of cute stuff this year. Let's see what else happened this week. Pokemon Go was doing some events. Had some cool pictures of the outside done this week. The NASA confirmed that the surface of the moon has water on it, which is cool. Because the moon is a lot closer than Mars in terms of like making bases and stuff. So if there's water there, that means that there's a possibility for air and fuel, essentially. If you split the water into oxygen and hydrogen, that's just really good, and then it cycles itself. It burns a lot cleaner than like gas and stuff. Let's see. I got we had an old monitor, computer monitor downstairs that has VGA connection as opposed to USB or HDMI, but we salvaged it, and I connected it to my computer after getting a little connector thingy, and so now I have a second monitor for like streams and stuff. I used it for the 2 streams this week. It's very nice because my main monitor here gets very cramped when I have the game, the chat, Twitter and Discord up all in the same thing, trying to fit places. I have a big monitor, but like still it uses up a lot of space. So the second monitor I could put on the side and put chat and Twitter and Discord there, and just have the game up over here. so I can finally do like full screen gaming or something higher than 1280 by 720 resolution, so that it'll fit. So I'm very happy with that. Also, like if I'm drawing, I can just have social media on the small monitor and my drawing program on the main monitor, and it's nice. It's an old monitor, so it's like coloring is off. It's not fancy and expensive, so that's fine though, because I don't need it for that when I'm just having it for like side things or like YouTube playing while I'm drawing or something. So it's nice just to not have a cramped thing, but having two monitors on my screen and dividing my attention between them now, very stressful. So I just have to get used to that, because I get very overwhelmed easily with everything. I have an anxiety disorder, and that's not an excuse, that's just a fact. So yeah, I don't know, I just need to get used to that. It's one of the reasons why, like, when I get busy, streaming is like the first thing to go, is because that is just very overwhelming to me always. Talking with people live, Discord calls, or like Discord calls with people that I don't know. It's like instant, my everything locks up. It's terrible. But so two monitors is lower on that list. But it's just more attention that I have to give to things, and it's different, and my brain needs time to adapt. My old self doesn't adapt to things quickly, but I plan on trying to adapt to it, because I think it will help me. Let's see, I've been having a lot of back pain over the past few weeks, like a lot of back pain. So we're going to hopefully be getting a appointment with my spinal doctor, just to get x-rays and stuff, and then after we get that looked at, take a look at options for like physical therapy. But got a wrinkle in that my insurance is starting December 1st going to be no longer accepted by the hospital that handles all this, the hospital in Pennsylvania that I was treated for my cancer and everything else related to it. So right now we're trying to find me new insurance. Yay! So this has been a fun time. It's not the hospital's fault, it's the insurance's fault, because the insurance was doing some unethical things, surprisingly, for an insurance company, and a lot of people got disgusted with it, so they stopped accepting it. And it's not the hospital's fault, it's the insurance fault for being scummy. But the people are suffering for it, so thanks, insurance company. There's this thing this past week of this house with a 3D walkthrough that just like kept going, and it was a whole thing. If you didn't see it like on Twitter, then you're not gonna understand. But it was like a house where you go into the basement and suddenly there's like miles of corridors of boxes and boxes and weird things. It was a whole adventure, and I got lost and I couldn't find my way out, so that was fun. I did the last bit of Patreon art for this week, which in this case is Squall from Final Fantasy VIII doing his most famous pose of saying whatever. So yeah, that was my last Patreon thing of the month, so yay. I also did another thing for the Halloween season. Was given the idea of Sonia Nevermore. It's like Sonia Nevermind, but like a gothic style. So that's up on my art Twitter if you want to see a better version of that. So that was the two arts that I did. I've been doing less art lately because I have been extremely busy. I hope you can forgive me for that. And I'm working on a commission that I have to do, so that's been taking up time. But yeah, I just don't have a lot of free time anymore. I think I talked about this last week, about the need to reshuffle things. Maybe I talked about it last week. I talked about it with my therapist, so maybe that's what I'm remembering. But essentially, I have like a Maslow's hierarchy of needs, except this is Dovey's hierarchy of needs, where it's like work, like job work that I do. Under that is YouTube. Under that is drawing. Under that is streams. Under that is free time. So, that's so the usually I have time. I have to have time for the work, and then under that, it's everything fills in. So YouTube, meaning not watching YouTube, but like making videos, usually fills up a good chunk of the rest of my time, and then everything else kind of has to vie for attention. So I've been slacking on a bunch of things. I did get 2 streams in this week. I played Oxenfree. It's a very good game. You should check out the VODs, or whenever the videos go up, probably when the current project is done. I started another Let's Play yesterday of a game called Off, which is a like an RPG Maker game, but a surreal action adventure, as it's called, from 2008, and it's a very interesting game so far. I've only recorded 2 episodes, but it's definitely got that surreal stuff, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for something spooky. It came highly recommended from a friend, so I'm looking forward to continuing it. So that's going to run in the in-between slots. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is still Samus Returns, but Tuesday, Thursday, and maybe Saturday, depending on what VODs are going up. But Tuesday and Thursday definitely will have Off, and there'll be 2 episodes of Off, because it's really easy to record and edit and render. So we should have 2 episodes like at 3 and 6 on Tuesday and Thursday. And they'll be shorter. They'll be like 20 minutes each, so they shouldn't be like 2 long episodes to deal with. But it'll be fun. It's interesting. Let's see. I appreciate everyone who, like, every year does not block me or unfollow me during Pants on Head Week, because I know that, like, multiple times a day, seeing the notifications or the tweets or whatever gets really, really annoying. It's, I have to do everything that I can. It's a week-long event. People get distracted really easily and forget, and I don't want to, like, at people directly unless they ask me to, but I want to be like, hey, do you want to join? So I just present the opportunity for people to remember a lot. So if that ends up becoming annoying, I understand, and I apologize. I know that it's annoying. I'm not unaware of how bothersome I am, but it's my justification that it's for charity, and Twitter's algorithm is really, really bad at letting you see things. So if I don't promote it constantly, people are going to forget or not see it, because people are around at different times of the day, and that's just how that goes, But I do appreciate the people that do help promote it, whether it's on their Discords or whatever, but we'll talk about that later. Let's see. I started new Twitch alerts for 100 bits. It plays a random Danganronpa out of context line, non-spoilery. So we used it a little bit. It was very fun so far. I'm going through more characters now to add more lines. But so far we've got Byakuya, Gundam, Kaito, Sonya, and Celeste. So fun times. More Pants on Hedwig shenanigans, surprisingly. Redbubble, Sega claimed my Makoto, Nijima, and Kazumi, Persona 5 pictures, from the big thing that I did. So Sega took them down off of Redbubble, so now all I've got are Futaba on Ryuji, Haru, and Yusuke, which are not my major sellers. Of my top 5 selling products on Redbubble, like by work, not by item, was the Phantom Thieves poster, the Kazumi poster, the Kazumi art, Makoto, Futaba, and Akechi's, and only of those 5 Futaba remains. So yeah, my Redbubble store is I mean, it's been dead for a few months now because it lost 2/3 of its monthly revenue, once the Phantom Thieves poster came down, and it's just been slowly declining. But yeah, my Redbubble store is dead, and there's nothing I can do about it. So that's great to see my hard work just disappear like that. But at least a few people got stickers and stuff out of it before it died. So yay. There was a Halloween event in Animal Crossing, which was really fun. As you can see, I got a haircut. I got my bangs trimmed because they came down to here before. Now they're only like down to here. But yeah, it's very. I think the haircut was very nice. It's majestic. There was a Nintendo Direct partner mini thingy this week. They talked about Bravely 2nd, or Bravely 2, I'm sorry. Bravely Default 2. Bravely 2nd is something else. It's coming out February 26th. Another Story of Seasons game, Pioneers of Olivetown, I think, coming out in March 23rd. A game called Surviving the Aftermath, which looks like a combination of like an RTS and a Civ game. Immortal Phoenix Rising, which is coming out 12/3. That looked interesting. Bakugan, that game that everyone was upset about, is coming out in November. Griftlands in the summer. Tropico 6, Hitman 3, Control, No More Heroes 3. They also ported No More Heroes 1 and 2 to the Switch. That came out that day. Also another game that came out that day was called Part-Time UFO from Hat Labs, which was really cute looking. And Hyrule Warriors, there was a lot of cool stuff, and a demo came out that I haven't tried yet, so yay. But some Hyrule Warriors just looks like it's getting cooler and cooler. I'm very excited for it. So yeah, fun times there. Also found a gray hair on my head when I was getting my hair cut, so that was fun. I'm surprised I don't have more, honestly. But yeah, the Off Let's Play started. I really highly recommend it. It's interesting, it's fun. And I started Undertale Blind with John. He's doing the pacifist route. So he's been streaming that, and we're going to do like Wednesdays and maybe Saturdays, I think. So fun times there. And that's about it. So thank you all very much for watching. Again, if you haven't gotten in on Pants on Head Week, now is the deadline. Please do so. Otherwise, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for tolerating me. I really do appreciate it. And here's hoping that this week brings good news, or at least not bad news, for all of us in many different ways, but you know what I mean. I don't like talking about it here, but here's hoping for good times ahead. It's a new month. That means it's a time for new things. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.